If this message reached you tonight, it is not random, it is not coincidental, it is not accidental. You were drawn to this moment because God is shifting something in your life, something deep, something invisible, something that has affected you longer than you realized. Scarcity is not just lack, scarcity is a spiritual atmosphere. It is a shadow that sits over your expectations, your emotions, your opportunities, and even your identity. And tonight, that shadow breaks. Psalm 23 is known for comfort, but spiritually, it is a weapon of abundance, provision, and promotion. It is a prophecy that follows you, a declaration that surrounds you, a covenant that lifts you. And tonight, God activates Psalm 23 over your life in a way you have never felt before, because God is not simply giving you enough. He is leading you into abundance. He is guiding you into promotion. He is shifting you into favor. He is breaking cycles. He is lifting limitations. He is removing weights from your spirit that you've carried for years. There are seasons in life where doors stay closed inexplicably. Not because you're unqualified, not because you lack effort, not because you lack faith, but because scarcity sat over your life as a cloud, an invisible fog that followed you into opportunities, relationships, finances, decisions, and dreams. Scarcity makes you feel like, I always almost get there. Something always stops me. No matter what I do, it's never enough. Progress comes, but it doesn't stay. Blessings appear, but they don't stabilize. I try, but something pushes back. If you've felt this, you're not imagining it. This is a spiritual reality. But tonight, God confronts it. Because Psalm 23 does not describe a life of limitation. It describes a life of overflow. Overflow in peace, overflow in purpose, overflow in identity, overflow in abundance, overflow in favor, overflow in breakthrough. The Lord is my shepherd means lack has no legal right to follow you anymore. For too long, you've walked through spiritual droughts, seasons where you felt dry inside, pushing forward without support, carrying responsibilities without rest, enduring battles without relief. But Psalm 23 declares, He makes me lie down in green pastures. Green pastures represent abundance, new beginnings, restoration, clarity, emotional recovery, financial stability, spiritual nourishment, mental peace. This is your portion tonight. Not struggle, not tension, not exhaustion, not barely enough, not spiritual starvation. God is leading you away from barren places and into provision, comfort, identity, and peace. You need to understand this clearly. Scarcity is not just financial. Scarcity affects your confidence, your decisions, your relationships, your self-worth, your expectations of the future, your ability to believe for more. Scarcity tells you, don't dream too big, don't expect too much, don't hope too deeply, don't believe for better, don't trust that it can change. Stay where you are. But Psalm 23 overrides every lie scarcity whispered to you. God is not just pushing scarcity away, He's breaking it, breaking the mindset, breaking the fear, breaking the emotional patterns, breaking the internal limitations, breaking every voice that told you you're not enough. Tonight, something shifts inside you. Your expectations rise, your spirit opens, your vision expands, your heart believes again. This is the beginning of transformation. Now listen closely. Promotion is not random. Favor is not accidental. Abundance is not luck. They are spiritual positions. You cannot walk into abundance with a mind shaped by scarcity. You cannot step into promotion with a heart carrying fear. You cannot recognize favor when your expectations have been shaped by disappointment. That is why God brought you here tonight. He is resetting your internal world. He is realigning your identity. He is shifting your spiritual atmosphere. Because the next season of your life will require courage, clarity, authority, openness, expectation, willingness to receive, the ability to walk into new places without shrinking back. And Psalm 23 is the preparation. Tonight, God says to you, You are not entering a season of small blessings. You are entering a season of sudden favor, rapid promotion, and overflowing abundance. Declare this in your heart. My life is shifting tonight. Now pause, breathe, and feel this truth. You are being led. You are not lost. You are not forgotten. You are not abandoned. You are not behind. You are being led. Led away from scarcity. Led out of frustration. Led out of emotional dryness. Led out of confusion. Led out of painful cycles. Led out of fear. And led into green pastures, still waters, restored soul, prepared tables, overflowing cups, goodness, mercy, and lifelong favor. Tonight is the turning point. Before you move into the next block, seal this moment with faith. Drop this declaration in the comments. God is breaking scarcity from my life tonight. This is how you align your voice with heaven. You are stepping into your new season, and God Himself is guiding you through it. Now, if this word reached you, don't stay silent. Type in the comments right now. Divine fire destroys every attack against my life. This is not just a comment, this is a spiritual position. Give this video a like, because when you do, this prayer reaches others who are being attacked in silence. Subscribe now to the channel Guided by Psalms. This is not shallow content. This is spiritual warfare, protection, fire, and truth every day. And don't leave yet. Watch the next recommended video, because what God started here, He is about to continue speaking to you now. Tonight, God begins a deeper work, not around you, but inside you. Because breakthrough is not just an event, it is a transformation of your inner world. Psalm 23 begins with a declaration that destroys the foundation of all scarcity. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. This is not poetic, this is legal, this is spiritual authority. This is a verdict from heaven canceling lack in all its forms. Scarcity, true spiritual scarcity, doesn't begin in the wallet. It begins in the soul. It whispers into your identity. It shapes your expectations. It conditions your decisions. It pushes you to settle. It teaches you to live small. It makes you hold back even when God is pushing you forward. But tonight, God breaks the internal anchor that scarcity has held in your life. God breaks the spiritual root of scarcity. Scarcity is a spirit that attaches itself to your story subtly, through childhood environments, through past disappointments, through financial trauma, through emotional exhaustion, through seasons where you had to survive, through betrayal that took more than money, through delays that stole your confidence, through failures that made you doubt your ability, through people who told you not to expect too much. Scarcity is a shadow that makes you accept less than what God already approved for you. But God is not the shepherd of enough. He is the shepherd of overflow. Tonight, the shadow breaks. Declare this inside your heart. No spirit of scarcity has authority over my life. Again, my story is shifting from lack to abundance. This is not just a statement, it is a spiritual detachment. The atmosphere around your life begins to loosen. Your expectations begin to expand. Your faith begins to breathe again. Something in you knows it. You are not meant for a life of barely enough. You were always meant to walk in the abundance of Psalm 23. God restores the part of you that scarcity broke. Scarcity isn't only the absence of resources, it is the presence of pressure. Pressure to survive, pressure to hold everything together, pressure to pretend you're fine, pressure to carry responsibilities alone, pressure to push through exhaustion, pressure to keep moving even when your soul was tired. This kind of scarcity does something deeper. It damages the soul. But Psalm 23 declares, He restores my soul. Your soul is your emotions, your memory, your creativity, your inner strength, your sense of worth, your peace, your capacity to dream. Scarcity shrinks all of these, but God restores them. Feel this now. your chest loosening, your spirit inhaling peace again, your inner world being watered. You cannot walk into abundance with a broken soul. So tonight, God heals what scarcity damaged. Declare, my soul is being restored. Again, I receive healing from every place scarcity touched. This is inner revival, your spirit waking up to a new reality. God breaks the pattern of almost. One of the most painful forms of scarcity is the cycle of almost. You almost got the job. You almost got the opportunity. You almost stepped into breakthrough. You almost saw the shift. You almost launched the idea. You almost felt stable. You almost reached the goal. You almost had the connection work out. The spirit of scarcity creates cycles of almost, keeping you close enough to believe, but never close enough to receive. But Psalm 23 interrupts that cycle. He leads me. God is not letting you wander anymore. He is not letting you circle the same mountain. He is not letting you stay in cycles. He is leading you, guiding you, pulling you, positioning you. Declare, I break every cycle of almost in my life. Again, my steps are being led into fulfillment, not frustration. This is the moment where your path begins to straighten. God leads you into divine alignment. Scarcity confuses direction. Abundance clarifies it. When Psalm 23 says, He leads me beside still waters, it means God is pulling you into alignment with His plans. Opportunities that match your calling, relationships that multiply your growth, environments that nourish your spirit, decisions that produce stability, timing that accelerates destiny, doors that were prepared for you. You are leaving misalignment. You are leaving stagnation. You are leaving environments that drained you. You are leaving paths that were too small for who you are becoming. Tonight, God is aligning you with the places where you will flourish. Declare, I am being led into divine alignment. Again, God is guiding my steps into abundance. Let it sink in, your future is not random, it is guided. God removes internal resistance to blessing. Sometimes scarcity isn't external pressure, it's internal conflict. You want abundance but fear responsibility. You desire promotion but feel unworthy. You pray for open doors but doubt you're ready. You ask for favor but fear what people will think. You want breakthrough but wonder if it's too late. These internal resistances block blessing more than external attacks. But Psalm 23 speaks identity. He restores my soul. He leads me. He prepares a table for me. My cup overflows. These are not small promises. These are identity resets. God is telling you, you are someone I trust with blessing. Declare, I remove every inner resistance to abundance. Again, I am ready for favor, promotion, and overflow. This is the moment where your inner yes becomes louder than your fears. God begins the shift into sudden favor. Favor is not luck. Favor is not coincidence. Favor is not being at the right place at the right time. Favor is God adjusting the spiritual atmosphere around your life so that things begin to move. People remember you. Opportunities reach for you. Closed doors open. Unexpected help appears. Delays break. Answers arrive. Paths clear. Promotions happen. Resources flow. Ideas come alive. Situations resolve. Peace enters. Support increases. And this can happen suddenly. Psalm 23 is the psalm of suddenness. One moment you lack, the next your cup overflows. One moment you walk through shadow, the next you fear no evil. One moment you face enemies, the next a table is prepared before you. One moment the door was closed, the next goodness and mercy follow you. You don't need a long season to change your life. You need one divine moment, and tonight is the beginning of that moment. Declare, favor is coming suddenly into my life. Again, my season of abundance begins now. Let your spirit rise. You are stepping into something big. I receive the light of God today. Geez, read, there's a powerful shift that happens in Psalm 23, a shift from inner healing to inner authority, from restoration to movement, from breaking scarcity to walking in abundance. Because every person who enters abundance must pass through a valley, and not every valley is punishment. Some valleys are preparation. Some valleys are where God strengthens your inner world so you can carry the promotion waiting for you. The valley is not your destiny. It was your training. Psalm 23 says, "Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death." This verse is one of the most misunderstood spiritual truths. The valley is not a sign that God abandoned you. The valley is not a sign of punishment. The valley is not evidence of failure. The valley is the place where God kills the fear inside you. God develops spiritual eyesight. God exposes hidden shadows. God strengthens your emotional core. God teaches you to walk by faith. God disconnects you from scarcity patterns. God prepares you for authority. God reveals who He is in darkness. The valley was not where you stayed. It was what you walked through. You survived what should have broken you. You carried a weight most people never see. You endured hits no one knew about. You walked through seasons that drained your strength but didn't touch your faith. You faced silent battles with no applause, no support, no validation, but you kept walking, and God saw every step. Declare, "I walked through the valley. I did not die in it." Again, my valley prepared me for promotion. You are not valley-shaped anymore. You are destiny-shaped. God breaks the shadow that followed you. The verse says, "The shadow of death, not death itself." Shadows are illusions. Shadows look bigger than reality. Shadows follow you even when nothing is actually attacking. Shadows whisper fear, anxiety, and limitation. You have lived seasons where the shadow was louder than the truth. The shadow of financial fear, the shadow of emotional exhaustion, the shadow of instability, the shadow of uncertainty, the shadow of feeling behind, the shadow of feeling forgotten, the shadow of fear that maybe this is all there is. But tonight, the shadow breaks. Declare, "No shadow has power over my life." Again, I walk in truth, light, strength, and clarity, because the moment the shepherd stands beside you, shadows lose their influence. This is not darkness leaving. This is light entering. You will fear no evil. A new spiritual confidence rises. The next words in Psalm 23 are the turning point. I will fear no evil. This is not denial. This is authority, this is identity, this is spiritual maturity. You have walked through enough storms to understand that fear was the real enemy, not the circumstance, not the people, not the delay, not the uncertainty. Fear tries to disconnect you from abundance before you ever reach it. But now, God is lifting you into a level of spiritual confidence where fear can no longer sabotage your decisions, poison your expectations, weaken your steps, or shrink your dreams. Declare, "I fear no evil. God is with me." Again, nothing can intimidate what God strengthens. This is your spiritual backbone returning. This is your emotional power multiplying. This is your inner world stabilizing. You will walk differently after tonight. You will think differently. You will step into opportunities with courage, not hesitation. God's rod and staff bring comfort, not punishment. Psalm 23 continues, "Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me." This is one of the deepest truths of your journey. God did not correct you to shame you. God corrected you to guide you. God did not discipline you to punish you. God disciplined you to align you. God did not restrict certain paths to limit you. God restricted them to protect you. His rod is not violence, it is direction. His staff is not punishment, it is protection. Every no was actually a not there. Every closed door was a divine rerouting. Every delay was protection from premature exposure. Every loss was preparation for something greater. You are not here because life went easily. You are here because God held you through difficulty. Declare, God's guidance has protected my destiny. Again, I trust the path God is leading me into. This is spiritual maturity, the ability to see purpose in what once felt painful. Now God prepares a table. Promotion is part of your calling. Psalm 23 shifts dramatically. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of my enemies. This is not a meal. This is a moment where God vindicates you. God restores what was stolen. God honors the battles you fought. God elevates you in front of those who doubted you. God reveals the blessing that was always yours. God says, I saw everything. Now watch what I do for you. A table represents opportunity, provision, supernatural favor, answered prayers, financial restoration, relational healing, divine recognition, elevation, unexpected blessings, divine connections, and God prepares it before the eyes of those who underestimated you. This is not revenge. This is vindication. Declare, God is preparing my table. Again, I am stepping into divine promotion. Let that truth settle deep. Your season of being hidden ends. Your season of being overlooked ends. Your season of being underestimated ends. You are stepping into visibility, not by your own strength, but by God's preparation. Your cup will overflow. Abundance will follow you. Psalm 23 declares, my cup runneth over, not full, not comfortable, not adequate, overflow. Overflow means more opportunities than expected, more clarity than before, more provision than required, more support than anticipated, more wisdom, peace, and direction, more open doors, more favor in unexpected places, more abundance in every area of your life. Overflow is not luxury, it is kingdom, because scarcity cannot survive where the shepherd leads. Declare, my cup is entering overflow. Again, abundance begins to manifest in my life. This is the shift. You are not just being protected. You are being positioned. You are being lifted. You are being supplied. You are being promoted. And nothing can stop what God is about to unfold. I receive the light of God today. BST, there is a moment in Psalm 23 where everything changes. A moment where God shifts you from breakthrough to promotion, from survival to supernatural identity, from getting by to being chosen. That moment is this. You anoint my head with oil, my cup runs over. Oil is not comfort. Oil is calling. Oil is elevation. Oil is authority. Oil is identity. Oil is distinction. Oil is spiritual qualification. Tonight, God places his oil on you, and the moment he does, the spiritual world must respond, because oil marks you as someone who cannot be stopped, someone who cannot be ignored, someone who cannot be defeated, someone who cannot be held back, someone who cannot remain in scarcity, someone who must rise. When God anoints your head, everything connected to you must shift. The oil breaks. Every limitation you once carried. Oil is supernatural empowerment. In Scripture, oil breaks. Mental limitation, emotional exhaustion, spiritual pressure, financial restriction, cycles of delay, heavy patterns on the mind, confusion, insecurity, identity wounds, fear of stepping into greater generational scarcity. Oil breaks ceilings you didn't even know were over you. You cannot remain small when God places oil on your head. You cannot remain stuck. You cannot remain in cycles. You cannot remain hidden. You cannot remain under what once oppressed you. Declare, God's oil breaks every limitation over my life. Again, nothing can restrict what God is releasing over me. Tonight you are rising. Not slowly, not eventually, but suddenly. The oil activates promotion that does not come from people. People can recommend you. People can applaud you. People can support you. People can open doors, but only God can promote you. Promotion that comes from people can be taken away. Promotion that comes from God cannot be reversed. Psalm 23, anointing is not a gentle blessing, it is an elevation command. It means heaven has evaluated your heart, your endurance, your loyalty, your integrity, your battles, your obedience, your resilience, And now heaven says, lift this one higher. Promotion often begins invisibly. Ideas begin to flow. Opportunities appear unexpectedly. The right people enter your life, strength returns, clarity increases, momentum rises, divine timing aligns, resistance breaks. Your spirit feels activated. Declare, I receive divine promotion tonight. Again, no one can stop the elevation God is releasing. Promotion is a shift in atmosphere, and the shift has already begun. The oil restores your self-worth, and identity scarcity steals confidence long before it steals resources. You begin to feel, I'm not enough. I don't deserve more. I shouldn't dream big. I'll only get disappointed. I've failed too many times. I'm not qualified for promotion. But the oil of Psalm 23 restores your identity. You are not defined by what you lost. You are not defined by who left. You are not defined by the valley you walked through. You are not defined by past mistakes. You are not defined by seasons of scarcity. You are defined by the one who anoints you. Declare, I am who God says I am. Again, I am worthy of abundance, favor, and promotion. This is not arrogance. This is alignment. A person who sees themselves the way God sees them can receive what God is ready to release. The oil makes your cup run over. Overflow becomes your portion. Overflow is not extra money. Overflow is divine compensation. Overflow is ideas returning, creativity unlocking, emotional strength multiplying, opportunities accelerating, financial stability increasing, unexpected blessings reaching you, long delays breaking, spiritual clarity stabilizing, doors opening without struggle, relationships aligning, divine timing guiding, momentum building, resources flowing with ease. Overflow means you will not live in survival again. Survival was a season, but overflow is your inheritance. Declare, my cup enters overflow. Again, I step into supernatural abundance. This is the moment where scarcity loses the legal right to your future. Goodness and mercy will now follow you. Not trouble, not fear, not scarcity. Psalm 23 ends with the truth many believers read but never fully understand. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life. Look at that word, follow. It means favor follows you, blessings follow you, provision follows you, protection follows you, breakthrough follows you, open doors follow you, peace follows you, support follows you, opportunities follow you, God's kindness follows you, acceleration follows you. What followed you before? Fear, worry, setbacks, instability, pressure, scarcity, disappointment, anxiety. But tonight the pattern changes. Goodness and mercy take their place. Declare, goodness and mercy follow me from this night forward. Again, I am followed by favor, not scarcity. This is not theory. This is spiritual reprogramming. Your life is being assigned new outcomes. Your future is being given new patterns. Your atmosphere is being rewritten. You will dwell in the house of the Lord. Stability enters your life. Home is not a building. Home is stability. Home is peace. Home is spiritual grounding. Home is direction. Home is identity. Home is emotional safety. Home is connection with God. And Psalm 23 ends with, I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. That means stability replaces instability, confidence replaces fear, abundance replaces scarcity, clarity replaces confusion, purpose replaces wandering, peace replaces anxiety. You will not live in emotional instability anymore. You will not wake up afraid of the next attack. You will not question your future. You will not fear lack. You will dwell, which means you will stay, in a place of peace, prosperity, safety, and divine leadership. Declare, I dwell in God's stability. Again, my future is anchored in God. This is the final truth. Your season of scarcity is over. Your season of wandering is over. Your season of delay is over. Your season of confusion is over. Your season of intimidation is over. Promotion is here. Favor is here. Overflow is here. Goodness and mercy are here. Your cup is running over. Your life is changing. You are stepping into a season that looks nothing like what you walked through. I receive the light of God today. D, you've journeyed through restoration, alignment, identity, protection, anointing, and overflow. And now you stand at the threshold of something entirely new. A new season, a new rhythm, a new atmosphere, a new way of thinking, a new level of favor, a new dimension of abundance. Psalm 23 is not only a passage about comfort, it is a prophetic map of transition. And tonight, you arrive at the final stage of that transition, stepping into the season God prepared for you. You are not leaving this prayer as the same person who entered it. Your inner world has shifted. Your expectations have risen. Your perspective has changed. Your spirit has awakened. Your identity has been restored. Your atmosphere has been cleared. Your future has been opened. God is not just breaking scarcity, He is positioning you for what comes next. God moves you into a season where favor finds you. Favor has rhythms. Sometimes it flows slowly, sometimes it feels distant, sometimes it waits for the right alignment. But when God says the season changes, favor becomes active. It seeks you out. You won't chase opportunities the same way anymore. Opportunities will begin to look for you. You won't beg for open doors. Doors will start to respond to your presence. You won't fight to be seen. Visibility will come naturally by God's hand. You won't try to convince, prove, justify, or force anything. Favor works without effort. Favor moves without explanation. Favor flows without strain. Declare, favor will find me in this season. Again, I'm stepping into a rhythm of supernatural favor. This is not emotional. This is spiritual truth beginning to take root. God opens a path of promotion that no one can block. Promotion does not come from people. It does not come from systems. It does not come from approval. It does not come from timing alone. Promotion comes from God recognizing the readiness of your soul. Psalm 23 ends with overflow, because overflow requires maturity. And the valley matured you. Your battles shaped you. Your endurance refined you. Your scars became strength. Your nights of crying became nights of understanding. Your storms gave you spiritual eyesight. Now you are ready, ready to rise, ready to step into places that once intimidated you, ready to receive what is yours, ready to handle blessings with wisdom, ready to walk with confidence, ready to carry responsibility without fear, ready to move with clarity and purpose. Declare, God promotes me in His perfect timing. Again, what is mine will not pass me. Promotion is already unfolding in the unseen realm. God removes the final residue of scarcity from your mind. You cannot walk into abundance with a mind shaped by scarcity. Scarcity trains you to think, I hope everything goes right. I hope nothing goes wrong. I hope I don't lose this. I hope I'm not forgotten. I hope this doesn't end badly. Scarcity focuses on fear of loss. Abundance focuses on expectation of good. Goodness and mercy follow you now. Not fear, not instability, not disappointment. Declare, I expect good things to come to me. Again, I release every last thought shaped by scarcity. This is the internal shift abundance requires. Your mind is beginning to believe what God believes about you. God prepares you to step into rooms you once felt unqualified for. One sign of abundance is this: God will place you in environments that once felt too big for you. Places of favor, places of influence, places of opportunity, rooms where your voice carries weight, spaces where your presence matters, tables where decisions are made, connections that shift your future. The valley taught you humility. The oil teaches you identity. You are no longer entering rooms as someone hoping to be accepted. You are entering as someone heaven has endorsed. Declare, I am ready for the places God is sending me. Again, I walk into new environments with confidence and authority. This is not about ego, it's about assignment. God positions you for supernatural acceleration. Some seasons move slowly, but others move suddenly, and you are entering the season of suddenly. Suddenly things align, suddenly answers arrive, suddenly support appears, suddenly clarity comes, suddenly opportunities unfold, suddenly resources flow, suddenly the right people connect to you, suddenly long delays break. Suddenly what was stuck begins to move. Psalm 23 is a psalm of sudden change. One moment you are in a valley, the next your table is prepared. One moment your cup was empty, the next it overflows. There is no time gap, just divine timing. Declare, I enter the season of sudden breakthroughs. Again, acceleration begins over my life tonight. Something inside you recognizes this. The pace of your life is about to shift. God establishes you in stability, the foundation of abundance. Abundance cannot rest on chaos. Promotion cannot rest on instability. Overflow cannot rest on fear. Psalm 23 ends with, I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. That is stability, that is grounding, that is spiritual rootedness, that is emotional safety, that is identity security. This final promise means you will not go back to the instability you came from. You will not return to cycles of fear. You will not live waiting for something to go wrong. You will not question your future every week. You will not wonder if God is with you. You will dwell, remain, persist, continue, stay in an environment of peace, provision, clarity, and purpose. Declare, I dwell in God's stability from this day forward. Again, my life is anchored in abundance. Something settles in your spirit, the assurance that you are entering the season God wrote for you, not the one life pushed on you. You are entering a new season, and it begins now, not next year, not someday, not when things improve. Now, the old season has expired. The old mindset has dissolved. The old battles have ended. The old fears have been silenced. The old patterns have broken. The old scarcity has died. You are stepping into favor, promotion, abundance, restoration, clarity, purpose, divine timing, supernatural stability, expansion, goodness, mercy, overflow. You are stepping into the part of your life that looks like what God always intended. Declare this with full faith. My new season begins now. Again, God leads me into abundance, promotion, and favor, because He does. I receive the light of God today. Tonight is not the end of a prayer. It is the beginning of a new season. And before you close your eyes, before you step into rest, before you enter another day, God is releasing a final decree over your life. You will not go back to who you were before this prayer. What broke tonight will stay broken. What lifted tonight will stay lifted. What opened tonight will stay open. What awakened tonight will keep growing. What shifted tonight will not shift back. Because you didn't just pray Psalm 23. You activated it. You stepped into its promises. You absorbed its identity. You aligned your spirit with its abundance. You opened the door for God to lead you into a future that looks nothing like your past. The version of you that walked into this prayer is not the version leaving it. You are rising into the person God always intended you to be. This is God's final message to your heart. Tonight, I am leading you and I will not stop leading you. You are not walking alone into abundance. You are not entering this new season by your strength. You are not trying to figure out favor on your own. You are not stepping into promotion with uncertainty. You are not walking into opportunity with fear. You are being led, guided, supported, carried, surrounded. Every step you take from now on will be held by God's presence. Declare, I am not walking alone. God is guiding me. Again, my next steps are ordered by the Lord. Let that truth settle deep. Your future is not random, it's guided. The pressure that followed you is broken. Every person has felt it at some point. Unexplained heaviness, cycles of exhaustion, fear of the future, anxiety before decisions. The sense that something was always working against you, the sensation of pushing and pushing without breakthrough, the weight of expectations you never asked for, the fear of disappointing people, the feeling that your best never felt enough. But tonight, that pressure breaks, not temporarily, not emotionally, not symbolically, spiritually. There is a release happening inside you, a loosening of the grip the enemy once had over your emotions. The weight is lifting, the fog is clearing, the pressure is dissolving, the fear is leaving, the tension is fading, the anxious thoughts are calming, the heaviness that sat on your chest is lifting. Declare, I am free from the pressure that once held me. Again, my heart is light, my mind is clear, my spirit is calm. This is restoration. This is freedom. This is the peace Psalm 23 promised. You are entering a followed by goodness. Seasoned for years, other things followed you. Fear, doubt, instability, unexpected attacks, blockages, disappointment, scarcity, pressure, shadow seasons. But tonight, something else begins to follow you. Not for a moment, but for the rest of your life. Goodness will follow you. Mercy will follow you. Opportunity will follow you. Provision will follow you. Favor will follow you. Open doors will follow you. Divine appointments will follow you. Strength will follow you. Peace will follow you. Breakthrough will follow you. You will not chase blessings. Blessings will find you. Declare goodness and mercy follow me now. Again, blessings are drawn to my life. This is the shift you've waited for. This is the promise your spirit longed for. This is the turning of the tide. This is your season of promotion and expansion. Promotion isn't just a better position, it is a change in dimension. Promotion means God trusts you with more. God expands your influence. God increases your reach. God strengthens your voice. God multiplies your ideas. God surrounds you with the right people. God brings visibility to your assignment. God accelerates your path. God establishes you in places you once felt unworthy to step into. Everything in your life is about to rise. Your faith, your clarity, your courage, your opportunities, your relationships, your finances, your calling. Promotion is not coming one day. Promotion begins now. Declare, I am stepping into my season of promotion. Again, what God opens, no one can close. God is lifting you, and He will not put you down. You will walk through this next season with a new confidence. Psalm 23 warriors walk differently. They speak differently. They expect differently. They move differently. They don't shrink. They don't apologize for favor. They don't doubt their calling. They don't fear new doors. They don't question their worth. They don't live waiting for something to go wrong. Why? Because they have been led through the valley and came out with oil on their head. This is who you are now, steady, anointed, chosen, protected, promoted, favored, aligned, prepared, strengthened, purposed, unshakable. Declare, I walk with renewed confidence and divine identity. Again, I am the person God prepared me to be. Let that truth settle in your spirit. This is your new foundation. Abundance is not just a promise. It is your new normal from this night forward. You will not fear lack. You will not fear instability. You will not fear the future. You will not fear disappointment. You will not fear letting go of the old. You will not fear receiving the new, because God has broken the cycle of scarcity over your life and replaced it with a cycle of overflow. Expect unexpected provision, divine opportunities, supernatural alignment, favor in new environments, increase without striving, blessings that make no sense, peace that surpasses logic, guidance that feels effortless, joy returning, ideas coming back alive, momentum building again. Declare, abundance is my new normal. Again, I live in overflow, spiritually, emotionally, and physically. This is the life Psalm 23 opens for you. And you are stepping into it tonight. God is not just changing your season. God is changing you for the new season. I receive the light of God today.